Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here in Factions, Matu Keep to be exact. I hope you're all having a nice day. This is coming out on St. Patrick's Day, so if you're celebrating, I hope you're enjoying yourself. So let's get on with the main quest. So in the last episode, we fought Shiro in the Suzhang district. With the relics from the Luxons and Kurziks, but we succeeded in stopping him, but we didn't finish him off. So now we got to go and rally the Luxons or Kurziks. You pick one side or the other, and essentially do quests and stuff to help out one side, with the eventual goal of uniting them to help us in our fight against Shiro. Alright, so we have this quest from Jamai. Journey to Cavalon. This is the Luxons. We're going to do the Luxons on this character and the Kurziks on our old character. Master Toga wanted me to give you some special instructions before you visit the Luxons. You must know that the Luxons respect strength above all else. If you wish to align yourself with the Luxons, I suggest you remember this fact. Speak to your elder Rhea first. She has a great deal of influence over all the clans and might be sympathetic toward our cause. You should be able to find her in Cavalon. You get there, speak with Watchmaster Beneklis at Zoshivro's channel. I will seek out Elder Rhea. I think there's another quest back here. Alas, I was once young and spry like you and able to travel the world without care. Now my eyesight is failing and my bones ache so badly I can scarce get out of my bed each morning. Sure makes it difficult to do my job. I'm a map maker, you see. If you find a map here in Kieta, chances are it's one of mine. Charting the Jade Sea. Your reputation with the Luxons is well known. What? Perhaps we can put that relationship to profitable use. Since the Jade wind struck, no one has managed to craft new maps of the Jade Sea. There's money to be made, but no longer the internet adventure out there on my own. Go scout the Jade Sea and report your findings. I will compensate you. Alright. First things first, though, let's go do this quest. Where's it here? Journey to Cavalon. So he talks to Watchmaster Belliclus. Don't be scared, old Clampy and old Pinchy up there won't hurt you. Is there something I can do for you? So is that old Clampy and that's old Pinchy? Journey to Cavalon. You and Master Togo wish to become Luxons, do you? Well, I suggest that you consult Elder Rhea on the matter. Let me know when you're ready to go to Cavalon. Have old Clampy and old Pinchy get out of the way. Alright, so we are in Cavalon. Cavalon is the capital area for the Luxons. Although Cavalon is the Luxons' home settlement, most prefer to stay on the move, returning only once every decade when the convocation brings together all three of the armadas. Travelers from around the world come to buy the precious jade and rare she sells that the Luxon merchants sell here. Alright. Let's go find Elder Rhea. She's around here somewhere. I really love this, the fact that now we're in the outposts that are actually, like, completely in the sea. Completely in the Jade Sea. So, Elder Rhea, remember her? Shiro's return, how can that be? Still, if Master Togo sent you, as you say, it must be true. Our people do not trust outsiders easy. If you wish to aid us in your fight, you must first prove yourself a friend of the Luxons. If you wish to prove yourself an ally, you must earn faction by undertaking tasks on behalf of the Luxons. There's a rumor that certain unscrupulous individuals will even sell faction for gold. Accumulate 10,000 unspent faction points and I will sponsor you as a friend of the Luxons. Do this process. Do you possess the strength to do all this? I'll prove myself a friend of the Luxons. So I actually think I unironically already have that, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to go dump some of our faction, I think. This is something that, if this was your first time doing this, you would get a little bit stuck. Not stuck. Stuck is the wrong word. But you would get a little bit, like, confused. Because essentially you got to earn this faction, but they don't really tell you how specifically to earn it. They just say people will give it to you. So the intent is that you run around and do a whole bunch of quests in the area. Maybe interact with some of the PvP game modes. And then come back. But if you already have the faction, because you're an alt character or something like that, then you kind of just get to skip all that. But yeah. So this is the rewards vendor. Essentially, you can spend the faction for different things. And this is one of the things I was waiting for, is there's actually skills here, special skills unique to the factions. And I want to pick up the Ritualist skill while we're here, as it is a really, really, really good skill. It is... Here it is. Essentially, it teleports all your spirits to you, and it has a really low cooldown. This is arguably like one of the best Ritualist skills in the game, and is kind of what makes... Ritualist like player characters better than heroes is like this specific skill, because it allows you to move your spirits around. So I'll be crafting a build that takes advantage of that. Actually, we can put it on this build right now to move our destruction, but I will be like actually crafting a build more around that. Grab some Jade. I just wanted to spend some... I really should have done this before the episode, but whatever. I spent some of the factions so that we're down a little bit, so we actually have to go earn some, because I don't want to just, like, skip the quest, you know? Don't want to skip it all. So unlike previously in this series, we are going to actually be doing a whole bunch of, like, random side quests and stuff over the next couple episodes in order to gain our faction with the Luxons to continue the story. So yeah. We're going to go back to Elder Reha first, because she has some interesting stuff for us. Or she has something that I would like to talk about that we're going to go over. Ah, she already has the quest done. Crud. I think I can abandon it, right? Okay, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So she has two quests here, Fort Aspenwood and Jade Quarry. These are essentially two PvP game modes added in factions, where you get to play as one of the either sides versus the players. So we're actually going to be doing some of these quests here. If you want help defeat those useless Kurziks, we certainly use your help in our raid on Fort Aspenwood. Rumor has it they are developing some sort of secret weapon there, and they must be stopped. Some of our troops have already begun the assault, and they need reinforcements. Jade Quarry. The Kurziks have established a mining outpost and hope to steal our precious Jade. Thankfully got wind of their plans, and we've sent Eric there to retrieve the Jade before they can steal any more of it. It's a clever plan, but Eric is only one man and there is much Jade left to mine. If you really want to prove yourself friend of the Luxons, I suggest you travel to Jade Quarry and aid his efforts there. So this is kind of like, because this is given by the same NPC, I'm kind of assuming that this was the intended way. That they wanted you to do this quest here, is to essentially pick up these two and then go do the two PvP modes in order to grab some faction. So I think what we'll do, it's coming up on the weekend, and on the weekend I believe there are actual queues going for these. I'm a little bit worried about not being able to find people to do them, but I think there should be enough people that I might be able to get some of the matches in and record footage for them, so I'll be able to play those here in the series, which is something I really hope to do. But let's see if there's any side quests that pique our interest here. Nothing satisfies the soul like a good fight, don't you agree? Some of my boys are just trapped a module of ancient Naga elders, and you know what they say about elders, they're extra cranky. Strong these are. I want to turn them loose for target practice. You look like you use a good fight. What do you say? It's time to put the elders into retirement. This is a cool little forge. Then let's pick up... I think there was one more quest around here. So I figure, yeah, we're just going to do a bunch of these random side quests just because it's kind of like to emulate the feeling that you would do if this was your first time playing through. This is what people would do, right? They'd go around and do just a lot of random quests for people. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that one. I know that one. I don't want to do that one. That one's annoying. Attack the Kurziks. See if the Kurziks are taking a break from writing horrible ballads and tree-hugging. They decide to actually confront us. The small force has been detected marching towards Galahad. Will you fight? I'm always up for a brawl. Night Raiders. We have the Tortoise clan send out our reavers in the glassy sea to mine the most precious jade, and if possible to retrieve treasures long hidden beneath the eternally still waves. One such treasure, a mighty behemoth of the sea, was recently discovered an archipelago. It has in fact been already sold to a Canthan noble by the name of Tuazing, but the quarrymaster is concerned. Something has been attacking our reavers during the night, making it difficult to excavate the creature in time to satisfy our client. His impatience is frankly getting on nerves. This sort of thing happens frequently, but now Tuazing threatens to cancel his purchase if we don't deliver this particular piece in time. Use your aid. We go to the archipelago and speak to quarrymaster Reaver so-and-so. It will be done. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of quests, so it's now time to get out here into the archipelagos and see what we need to do. These are going to be a bit less structured than previous episodes, if it wasn't already obvious, due to... Alright, let's... Okay, that's in the next zone. That's in the next zone. This is in this zone. Where is... here they are. They're actually main quests. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do some of these. So we're going to do the Night Raiders first and then do the other ones. So she was mentioning that people would sell us faction. And what she means is that if you talk to the priest near one of these shrines, you can say you're interested in a blessing. I know the blessings of the Luxons, which will give you 25% max health. It'll cost you 100 gold to receive this. So you can pay some gold to these guys. They will give you this blessing. And then you get Kurzak faction for killing mobs in the area. Or, it's not, excuse me, not Kurzak. You get, Luxon faction, obviously, because these are the Luxons. For killing mobs in the area. So this is one of the other ways you're kind of intended to get the faction for the quest is to do this. Just grab this thing and then just kill stuff. This is also how people farmed out the faction for their various different titles and stuff, is that they essentially would just clear areas of mobs using these blessings. You go to an area that's very easy to clear and has a lot of, has a good density of mobs. I would just blitz through the area, basically killing the entire zone as quickly as humanly possible, and use that to stack up the faction. I never actually, myself, farmed out the full titles. The full titles take a while to get. I believe they are... Yeah, so this is... I've got 1.6 Luxon on this account. I believe it's something like 7... I think it's something like 12 million for the entire title, I believe. I absolutely love these zones, though. I know we talked about this before, but I absolutely love the aesthetic of the Jade Sea. The kind of like jetties that are now just, mountains basically, since the ground is turned to jade, or the sea is turned to jade. The ship's eternally stuck in the jade. Just cool stuff. I really dig the aesthetic. Let's get in here and fight these Naga as well. Realistically, you don't actually have to kill that many mobs, assuming you're getting the bonus here. You get 10 per kill, so you only really need to kill like 1,000 mobs, even if you were to do no quests or side objectives, which actually isn't that many in the grand scheme of things. It realistically wouldn't take you that long. But I believe the developer intended route was for you to just do a bunch of quests for the Kurzaks or Luxons, or to do the interactive PvP mode. Down here is this quest. So I think probably how I'm going to split this up is I'm going to do like one side quest plus... Oh, we need to go up. Okay. One side quest plus one like of the going to the 2 PvP areas per episode, and then we're probably going to do an episode doing one of the 2 PvP modes, and we'll do the other one on the Kurzik side. And then I'll probably just cut out until I have the faction. I might also check to see if there's any really interesting side quests here on the Luxon side. I don't think there is. A lot of the side quests in this game tend to be kind of bland. I dig this ship. There's another big turtle. He's a good guy. But this also gives us a chance to just explore the zones. Here's like an arena. This is like an arena in the Jade. Pretty cool. I don't think there's any quests to do with this place, but I might be wrong about that. I like how the 2 zones are pretty stark contrasts of each other. The Echevald Forest being kind of dark and, you know, dank. Since it's, you know, completely covered by tree stuff and, like, the whole petrified forest. And, like, meanwhile, the Luxon area is a bit more vibrant and lively. I'm dazed. Well, this is good. I think this is actually like... I think I need to go this way anyway for one of to get to one of the PvP areas. But if you just go along the critical path, or if you were to like just farm out the rep you need, you actually miss a lot of the areas for the Kurziks and the Luxons. You need a strong back, a strong appear to take C from this frozen Jade. We thought they were Kurziks. Kurziks were hitting us all the time, but we finally killed one of them, and no, it was on Naga. It must be that tribe by Zisrus Sickleblade. He used to hunt the roads near here and abandoned it in a thief. I don't know why he's attacking us now, but we don't have time to deal with him. Here's what I need you to do. Find Sickleback in his head, bring it to that camp that Noble, and tell him we're back on schedule. If a severed Naga head will convince him we're sincere, I don't know what will. This looks like it's actually respawns of enemies behind us. How far is it? It's not very far. Man, I kind of wanted to do this quest because I thought we'd actually get to see the thing he's talking about, the Leviathan encased in Jade, because there are some of those here in that you can actually see in the Jade Sea, and they're pretty cool. I really wanted to show them off, but apparently I don't think this quest actually lets us see one, which is a bit sad. Thankfully, I don't think this guy is super far. It's like a little Naga village up here. deck. Blow up our spirit. Wow. His damage is insane. What the heck? He had his Wheaties this morning. There's a weird kind of like green tint on everything now. Let's try balls some of these guys up. This is relatively good because this is we eat a lot of faction anyway, so. A lot of bosses back in here. I like this little lake with the trees surrounding it. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go back here and kill Xeris Sickleback. I actually don't remember this zone from vanquishing here. I remember vanquishing this zone. It's been many years ago at this point, but by now. But I don't remember seeing this little run back here. But I 100% full cleared this place, so I must have just not been paying attention. I think I did like all the Jade Sea in one day, so this is probably like map 6 or 7 of the day, so that's probably why I forgot about it. Here we go. Head of Xeris Sickleback. I guess he's in the next zone. Let's actually just zone back to Cavalon. We can go on out. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we might just do some of these, have the episodes be me doing some of these side quests and running around and showing off some of the zones. The runs to the different PvP things, I might just include those as the first part of the videos where I actually play the PvP maps. Because the actual match itself probably only takes like 10 minutes at most, so those would be really short videos. So I'll include like the run to those zones and like the show off of that stuff. um, in those episodes to make those episodes a little bit beefier, just so this episode doesn't swing into like a 40-minute episode. Let's go give this guy the head. See how far in this zone he is. He is far in this zone. Okay. This is a zone we will be coming back to again. There's like a little monastery or something up there in the hills. Probably should have picked up a bounty before I started going, but whatever. Should be able to slink by these guys. Yeah. I think we want to go up this way. More Naga. The Naga are like... That's another thing actually I just remembered or thought of thinking of this. The Naga are mainly on like the land sections of the Jade Sea, whereas on the sea sections of the Jade Sea we have more of the like fish kind of. Here's rot wallows. Another common enemy for the area. They look a lot. This is what Brutus and Sheila are, if you remember, the pets of Countess Danica from the Kurzik side. This is what her pets are. They're Rottweilers. Ooh, a jug. 12 spawning power. Anything interesting? Channeling 19. Ah, more Oni. Oni are a bit more common on the Luxon side. I forget if they're actually on the Kurzik side as well, but the Oni, a lot of stuff related to the Oni does matter to some of the subplots for the Luxons. I think there's an outpost back here in this zone too. Like in the back corner of this zone. It's like one of those outposts that not many people have ever really been to. There's a couple. I actually think there's 2 outposts in this zone like that. I think there's one in this back right. I think there's also one up here. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, there's 2 in this zone. Fighting. Oh no, we have the enemy bug again. Despite me having more than enough energy for skills, the game doesn't recognize me as having enough energy. Alright, looks like he's back here in this little village over here. Balthazar statue. It's nice that the quest to get the 10k rep is kind of nice because it gives me an excuse to do side quests, whereas I feel like in Guild Wars there are a lot of side quests, but you don't really ever have a reason to do them because you never really need the XP or anything. It was a Naga? Well, no wonder. These creatures attacked my rickshaw driver on the way here from Kaining City, but now that I see this, I know the Luxons are sincere. You can never tell with provincials, you know. Please accept this token of my gratitude. Alright, got some Luxon rep. Got a totem. I think there's an outpost somewhere around here, and I want to go to that outpost just so we have it. I think it's up this way. Yeah, there it is. Eldon Terrace. You cure me of that hex. There we go. And another quest here. Well, just like a random little side quests all throughout the zone. Yeah, Eridon Terrace. This is one of those that's like a lesser known outpost. It's pretty cool. Nice little small outpost. Again, the area for if you own the outpost back there is a special merchant. Kind of cool. Let's read the thing here. This remote Luxon outpost is the site of the Eridon Jade Smasher apparatus, an experimental device of Cantha and Jade that allows huge chunks of jade to be reduced to smaller size for ease of transport. A small village has sprung up around the structure. I guess that's what this is back here, the Smasher device? Or is it over here? Anywhere, somewhere around here is a Smasher device. But I think there's something else interesting about this outpost, if you give me a second to find it before we end the episode. There's something silly about this outpost, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn you could, like, there's a funny place where you can walk up right up one of these walls. Maybe you have to be on the other side. Maybe it's on the outside. I'm just gonna check the outside real quick before we end. I could have sworn there was something silly here where it's like you could scale one of these mountains if you walk like right up to one of them. I don't seem to be able to find it. But anyway, that's going to be all for today's episode. A little bit of a longer one. These next ones are probably going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more chill, a little bit less organized, just as we're running around kind of exploring the different sides. But I want to thank you for coming out, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one.